So, speak to Iwan post-match after the Llandudno versus Barrytown match. The game finished 3-2 to Barrytown. What are your thoughts about that match, Iwan?
Yeah, it's disappointing again, isn't it? You know, we've tried to give the players ownership today, and you know, to try and express themselves and play out and play through the lines, and you know, let's not beat about around the bush again. You know, we're just not good enough. You know, we haven't got the right personnel to do it. You know, decision making was again poor, and you know, we've gifted Barrytown 3 goals. You know, and it's another case of, you know, can I watch Scorio back again to have a look at these goals, because they are like criminal. And what is the most disappointing thing for me is the reaction and the body language. You know, I think too many players feel sorry for themselves, and we lack character and leadership. You know, and people might look at this interview and think I'm, you know, giving career suicide here, but you know, I'm as honest as they come, and yet I may have to look at myself, you know, in terms of trying to give the players ownership to do that. But you know, it was kind of a free hit for us today. You know, not a lot to play for. We're safe, this, that, the other. But you want to win games, and sometimes you have to ask the question whether it does mean enough. And yeah, I just don't think it doesn't. So now we've, you know, it's another loss on the records, like, and yeah, we've got 6 days to go. You know, a couple of sessions and a game away at Prestatyn local derby next week to try and finish on a high. But you know, then again, you know, it's the same story as Carmarthen last week. We've played well in spells, and you know, comments in the change rooms that, oh yeah, but things don't fall for us, this, that, the other. But you know, the truth of the matter is, you know, have we got that desire to make that front post run to get on the end of crosses? You know, have we got the desire to pick up second balls? Have we got the desire to win headers and tackles? And yeah, we haven't. You know, as a whole, we haven't. So yeah, it's going to be it's been a testing time, but obviously it's now time for myself and my management staff to reevaluate what's happened since we've come in. And the philosophy and everything will change. So yeah, it's going to be a busy summer overall.
So you speak about desire, a busy transitional period for your team. Do you honestly believe that the summer will be a busy period for yourself and for Llandudno?
Yeah, it's going to have to be, because you know, I keep saying about, you know, this club's ambitions, and I would never have, you know, accepted the job if the club weren't ambitious. And you know, to finish where we have finished in the last 2 years, you know, it's unacceptable for a club the size of Llandudno. You know, the fans have been fantastic with their patience, because they know that, you know, I haven't had time really to implement my philosophy and, you know, personnel and stuff. But you know, if no one believes that it has to be a busy time over the summer, then you know, people aren't in football. You know, people haven't been in football for enough. So yeah, it's gonna be busy. You know, not just in terms of personnel, but the philosophy and you know, the team bonding, the togetherness, the courage, the desire, and it has to be implemented, because you know, I've learned, you know, the hard way this year of how ruthless the Welsh Premier can be. And so you know, you need a team that's pulling in the right direction. And it may be harsh for the squad at the moment, because there were some really good individual performances today. You know, I thought we did have a go, we did create chances, but again, we lost the game.
So obviously this was not your first full season in charge, but your first season in charge as Llandudno. How do you think yourself it's gone?
It's been tough, mate. It's been really, really tough. Like, you know, mentally, physically, you know, watching footage and, you know, trying to guess, you know, the formations of the opposition, trying to work out what the best personnel for us, you know, trying to freshen things up in January was hard. You know, just missing out on top 6 and then trying to go again and motivate the players. So, you know, ultimately for me, it's been a massive learning curve, and for my career, it will definitely benefit me going forward in terms of being strong, you know, character-wise and mentally-wise. So, yeah, it's been tough, and but I now get a chance to have a good full pre-season, and now it's the time to judge Iwan Williams when we go into next year.
Brilliant, thank you very much, Iwan.
No problem, mate.
James, how do you feel that match went?
I think it was a good game for the neutral. I thought, you know, obviously it was nice weather, but you know, obviously disappointing to come away on with another defeat. But with the lads thought, you know, we've done enough to win the game, but you know, we can't take any away from Barry. We know they're a good team, and take our hats off to them. They took the chances.
How do you feel on a personal note you played?
Personally, I think I've done okay. You know, as what I expected. Could have done more, as everyone probably thinks that they can do. But you know, we lost the game, so I can't really talk too much about the important performance really.
We'll talk about your season as a whole and reflecting on Iwan's first season as your manager. How do you feel as though, firstly, you've done yourself this season?
Personally, I haven't done the best I can. I haven't done as good as the previous 2 seasons. But you know, it's a learning curve. Really, you know, it's the first time I've experienced a new manager coming in and bringing a different style of play and what he wants of me personally. You know, I've had to adapt at times and just take everything in, and you know, it's only going to grow me as a player.
Brilliant. Joyce, thank you very much for joining me.